Hi everyone, I'm Becca, and I want to welcome you to North Hills Church, especially if this is your first time joining us. We're going to get started in just a few minutes, but first, here's this week's Need to Know. Connections is your first step in connecting to family life and ministry at North Hills. This 7-week gathering is team taught by several elders and presents who we are as a church, what we value and do, and how you can be a part of our mission to believe God's Word, connect with God's family, and share God's story. You'll also have plenty of time throughout the class to ask any questions you may have. Class begins January 7th at 5 p.m. in room D102 at the Taylor's campus. You and your family are invited to a night of worship this Friday. This special 1-hour service will include some of your favorite songs, both old and new, about the birth of King Jesus. No childcare will be provided, but families are encouraged to come and worship together. We hope to see you on Friday, December 22nd at 7 p.m. at the Taylor's campus. In case you haven't heard, Christmas Eve is next Sunday. We're so excited to gather as a church family on this special day to focus our eyes on Jesus. On Christmas Eve, the Taylor's campus will gather at their regular times for a 1-hour service. The Northwest campus will combine for one service at 9:15 a.m. Both Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve will be family worship Sundays, during which children's ministry will not be provided. A live student ministry also will not meet on these days. We want the North Hills family to be connected and well-informed. So, take a look at the Need to Know section of the website or My North Hills app to discover more of the ways that you can get involved. That wraps up this week's Need to Know. Have a great week, everyone.
In the experience of many Christians, genuine change often seems
elusive, slow, agonizing.
or even impossible.
As our attempts to change fail, we respond in despair.
There's no hope for change.
I keep trying and failing,
I give up.
or in denial.
I'm better than I used to be. It's not that big of a deal.
I'm only human.
But what if we believed there's nothing only about being human?
What if we believed that Jesus actually came
Not to fulfill our dreams of change, but to fulfill His.
not to make us into the person we want to be, but to remake us into how God created us to be? What if God's agenda for change isn't just
Some new principles to follow.
a change in behavior, more persistent accountability, or added safeguards and strategies?
What if God's agenda for change meant truly seeing that Jesus is more beautiful than anything else we chase?
What if it meant having our hearts more enthralled with the song of grace than the seduction of sin?
What if we actually believed that as we behold the glory of God in Jesus, the Spirit makes us more and more like who we see?
What if instead of pursuing change, we pursued Jesus himself?
You see, God's agenda for Jesus-centered change doesn't have to be elusive. It can be hopeful.
It doesn't have to be agonizing. It can be good news.
It doesn't have to be impossible. It can be promising.
Join us for 9 weeks in our new counseling groups, You Can Change. God's transforming power for our sinful behavior and negative emotions.